that he literally was clutching so tight that they had to peel him off.
Yeah.
And the point is, like, he channeled his fear.
Yes.
He channeled his anger.
Into what he needed at the time.
And into what he needed to do. And I know that's a combat example, but the point is, like, in anything we do in life, like, if we channel it the right way, like, fear is going to happen, anger is going to happen. Yeah. It's how you control it, how you channel it, how you use it that matters.
That's a good point. And going back is when you're on the path of self-discovery and trying to be the best version of yourself, right? And it doesn't matter what you're trying to attain. Whether you're trying to get if you're trying to attain a lot of money,
yeah,
at some point in attaining that money, you're going to realize money's not everything, right? Is, you know, the people that are around you that you love and you care for, that's what you really want the money for,
right?
You want it
gives you resources.
Gives you resources, right? So I find when we're channeling, when we're talking about anger, especially when it comes to those people you love, and even not people you love, like road rage is the most useless fucking thing I've ever seen, right? There is no reason to get angry. When you start, right, and you and me have been down this path for a long time, when you start not just succumbing to anger and you start looking at it and going, why?
Yeah.
And then you dig down the reason, you realize that reason almost every single time has nothing to do with the person you're angry with.
Yeah.
It's got to do with you. It's accountability, as you said before.
Yeah.
Right? It's ownership.
Yeah.
When you can learn to master that, because what we want to be is we want to be masters of self. We want to be masters of our finances. We want to be masters of emotions. We want to be masters of health, fitness, spirit. We want to be masters as far as we possibly can be.
Yeah.
In trying to attain that, you need to understand that anger is useless.
It is.
It does nothing for you. Part and parcel of that is I want to then step into being humble. Because when you get to a certain level and you go and you're getting these tenets done, it's consistent work, right?
Yeah.
You might have a good handle on finances. You might have a good handle on your health. You might have a good handle on your relationships. You might have a good relationship with God.
Yeah.
Right? And those things right now seem great.
Yeah.
Nothing lasts in the same way forever. Write it down. It never lasts, right? Something is going to throw you off. But when you are in that prime position, one of the most important things, and I would say this would be the fifth tenet that you add to it, is being humble.
Yeah.
Realizing that at any point, whatever you've built can be taken away from you in an instant, be it by illness, death.
It's true.
It's not a constant.
Yeah.
Be humble. And one of the things that I find that helps me be humble is taking time to be thankful for what you have, how you have it, and be thankful for the fact that you are where you are.
Yeah, that's true. You know, it's like getting back to road rage type thoughts, where, I mean, you know, like, we're pretty strong, capable guys. You've trained in jiu-jitsu. You're a pro wrestler at one point. I've done mixed martial arts stuff. I've done, you know, boxing stuff. Still training Muay Thai here and there. Realistically, I could kick a lot of ass. Yeah. But I don't know who's got a gun. Let's be real, right?
And do I necessarily just want to be... Man,
Well, let me make the point I was going to
make. The point you want to make, because I got a good story behind
that.
But
my thoughts are like, what does it serve me to walk around with this chip on my shoulders where everywhere I go, I got this scowl on my face and I'm being angry with people? Naturally, I'm just an all serious type of person, so I know I'm intimidating in general when I'm walking around. But if I open the door to be inviting to someone, if I strike up a conversation with someone, if I'm intentional with trying, like when I go to the checkout at Publix in the grocery store, I open the conversation up versus stand there and be intimidating, I'm going to get a much better reaction on my day. Being the warrior in the garden is my mindset there, where I go, let me be inviting as a person, be a genuinely kind and nice person, because it's going to give me better interactions versus walking around with a scowl on my face looking for the fight, because when the fight comes presented to me, I can fight. I'm pretty good at it, to be honest with you.
You have nothing to prove to anybody.
No, I don't. But the idea is, like, even if I were to throw down, I kicked that guy's ass. What good comes of that? My kid saw me kick somebody's ass.
That's not necessarily a good thing. And in the same breath, I had this conversation with a good friend today, and this, I'm going to explain some of the background where we came from, and talk about the fundamentals when people talk about fighting, because most people don't understand violence, right? In this country, luckily, because you have so many military vets, they've seen some violence, so they have a good understanding, which is why a lot of them are super calm, really well-evened human beings.
You must have met some good veterans, because most of the veterans I know are pretty quick to fire off. So
Met a couple of really good guys.
yeah,
Right?
I'm just kidding.
But in the same
There's
breath,
both. There's both.
what happens is when you understand violence,
Yeah.
right? And you understand the point is, I did security for a long time.
Yeah.
And when this is what I said, I got into very, very rarely did I ever get into a fight, right? That didn't have to do with the fact that I was a big guy. It didn't have to do with the fact that I was overly intimidating. I was super friendly.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that I most of the time avoided a fight is for two reasons. The first one is I saw it coming from a mile away
Yeah.
and put actions in place to not let it get to that outcome.
Yeah.
Stop it before it happens.
Yeah.
Right. First thing, you want to avoid violence at all
No
costs.
doubt.
The second thing was establishing a line.
Yeah.
There is no referee.
Yeah.
There's no ring.
There's no
There's
fair
nothing,
fight.
right? And I have said this to people in the point where I've been in a situation in security and someone says, "Oh, we're going to throw down." It's a very simple thing. Do you understand that if you take the next steps, those steps may lead to your death?
Yeah.
I'm not overstating. I'm not threatening to kill you. If you are in the point that you want to actually throw down,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the outcome's going to be.
Yeah.
I don't know how many friends you have behind you. I don't know if you have a gun. I don't know if you have a knife.
Yeah.
I don't know what your intentions are. I may have mental health issues. But I'm telling you that if you cross this line,
It's fact.
I'm done. And I will fight you till one of us is dead.
Yeah.
Or they tear me off you.
Yeah.
Or they tear you off me. But I am going into this today, and I'm not doing, there's no referee. I'm not standing there trying to box you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to try and pull you down. I'm not going to try and
I'm gonna
fight an
hurt you.
I'm not Conor McGregor. I am going to grab a bottle and I'm going to stab you in the face.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever is near me is going straight into your head.
Yeah.
Not because I want to hurt you, because you are establishing a line that I know once you've crossed that line, you have to make a decision. And I'm okay to die.
Right.
Are you okay to die? And every single time I had this speech, the guy went, "You know what? It's okay."
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Like, you want to cross the line, I'm okay.
Can I buy you a beer is a better answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's usually where it went to. Like, why don't I buy you a drink and we move past this?
Yeah.
Right. Because there's a line that I'm sure many vets in this country know,
Yeah.
right? That I will cross, and if I cross that line,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You're a big guy. I'm a big guy. If you had that line with me, I'd probably go, "Yeah, you're right. Let's go have a drink."
Yeah,
Like, I don't
it's
want
not
to
worth
go down
it
that road.
because
It's not worth it.